Uncharted.
Keeping track of the musicians who have been made on the many stages of Nashville would be like trying to keep count of the number of notes those same names have played. But in a city like this, sometimes the stages themselves are as significant as the singers who have stood on them, especially when the acoustics establish a venue as an instrument unto itself.
Yeah, can you feel it?
Yeah, that's awesome.
You know, it's like the room is an instrument itself. When you play acoustic music, you talk a lot about resophonic chambers, right? So
What's that?
Look inside the hole of your guitar, or I play the fiddle, right? So I can look inside my little skinny F holes. When you look inside there, you see a resophonic chamber. You see an empty space that when the sound waves pulse through it, the whole thing oscillates and makes music. This is an instrument. Now you go to the Bridgestone Arena, that thing's an arena. It's a basketball auditorium. It's there for sports. It's there for award shows and TV. This is an instrument. This room actually sings when you sing in this room. It sings right back at you. And everybody in the audience can feel it too. Tom Ryman didn't just build a market or an amusement hall. This was a public house of worship in a non-denominational way where one could feel the same sort of passionate religious fervor that had really altered Tom's life and really given him a new life. I'd like to think that if Tom Ryman were to call up and ask for his backstage tour of the Ryman Auditorium, that he would look through here and he would agree that it fits in with his initial vision that this would be a place for all walks of life to gather. Charlie Chaplin played here, Jenny Lind, the Nightingale, Dr. King has been here, just you name it, they have all taken a bow on this stage. There's been so many people who have sat in these pews, and you know, you can almost see them out there fanning themselves and real salt of the earth folks. And since then, you know, when my band plays here, it looks a lot different. There's been some great cultural changes for what a place like this can be. So this one night it's a rock and roll room. The next night there might be a musical theater production happening here. You never know what you're gonna get at the Ryman.
What's it like for you when you're walking through those halls and up those stairs in this building?
Oh, you feel the ghosts. You really do. You're coming up from the alley there and those stairs that they're softened by the many, many feet that have trod here. The stage is softened, the backstage area, the pews. You can sort of rest in your own little cradle there. Every seat back's got a spot where somebody has just laid back. You just feel that cantankerous spirit, the dreamers that have all dreamed up something. If the walls could talk, if everybody had signed their name, there would be a signature on every square inch of this facility. It's really like not any other place that I play. And I play all around the world, but I don't ever feel it, all of it working together at once. The spirit, the history, the legacy, and then the current and modern urgency of it. Because this is hard to get a ticket in this place.
I set out on this trip looking to better understand Nashville and the diverse set of influences that enrich her. But even after a jam-packed weekend, I seem to have only barely begun. With more than 100 new residents arriving each day, I've found that not only is this city layered, it's evolving, growing more diverse and complex with each new addition. And while music may be far from the only thing that defines Nashville, I can't help but think that, although many of us may be humming her melody, this song is far from finished. I'm happy to add to the harmony of the humanity that calls this place home. And should you ever want to raise your voice and join us, whether it be for a weekend getaway or you're looking for something long-term, we'll be saving you a seat in the choir all the same.